The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 16 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Back deep, Brandon Powell.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. And we'll take a break.
Let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a game set here on 3rd down.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And the Rams coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
These 2 teams, you may remember, battling in the NFC Divisional round last year. And that game was also here at Raymond James Stadium. The Rams ran out to a 27-3 lead. Before the Bucs and Tom Brady, they rallied all the way back. But in the end, former Buck Matt Gay hit the game winner at the gun, and the Rams advanced 30-27.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Allen Robinson who caps things off with a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here you got 2 division leaders, real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On 2nd and 12, Brady.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A pick up with 5 that time and a 1st down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Last time it's about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So here are the Rams to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it just before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. A minute 52 to play until halftime. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, they got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to get another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, he completes it to Julio Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Again, it's Brady. He completes this to Russell Gage.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Succop's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, she was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So we've halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hey. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Going right back to Akers. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly. Intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Brady, got to have this one. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Bernard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A give up the middle to Akers. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. He'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner. Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home. This fielded right at the goal line. This one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kick.